Run for President by SHNEAKO. I know. You see the play I did there? Well, I wanted to put good. Wait. I'll go to YouTube Studio. I think I can do that. I got a warning. Okay. Channel violations. I don't like that live. Yeah, let's edit this. Okay. So you want the thumbnail for it? Oh yeah, here. Perfect. Need to go to Twitch. You're done.
People, especially if you're at the point guard.
NBA. Please. Let's edit this. I guess I can't do much more with that.
Congresswoman tries to call Ben Shapiro. Congresswoman tries to call Ben Shapiro.
Mr. Shapiro, you talked about white privilege. And just this week, I had a conversation with Rachel Lazar, who's done some work, a Jewish American woman who's done some work in this area, as well as having extensive conversations with Dr. Greg Parks of Wake Forest University, who's also talked quite a bit about critical race theory. And it's my understanding that white privilege is not telling individuals that they cannot speak, but it is a term for societal privilege that individuals have as a benefit of their white skin. And I don't think that, and I think universities would be remiss to then say that because you're white, you're not allowed to say anything that's critical of white people.
That's true. I don't think white people have freedom of speech. I really don't. I really don't. So I'm gonna go react to all their videos and just show it to other people because they get labeled as R-word, racist, or incel, or Trump supporter way too quickly, and it's annoying that they can just quickly dismiss somebody's opinion.
Know that white privilege actually went into that sphere. My understanding is it's just, and the issue is that white privilege makes people uncomfortable to talk about the societal privilege that
societal.
Well, to me, what I say on campuses all the time is if you want to cite instances of racism that we can all find and fight together, that's something that I'm more than willing to stand next to you and fight, because that's obviously stuff that we should fight together. But when you just say that there is a white privilege out there in the ether and that by dint of birth your skin color generates for you an advantage, what you're really saying to people is that your view is less valuable because you have not experienced what I've experienced. And that is an identity argument, that's a character argument, that's not a rational political argument.
Facts.
That can actually be taken on in any way. It's more of a...
Ben Shapiro triggers feminists with facts and logic. Oh my God!
Bomboka! Cudgel and a club than it is an attempt to open a discussion.
Well, I think it's a demonstrable evidence that...
Say it. Watch you do the same thing.
Through society's demographics.
Society. I mean, that's the title of the video, but yeah, this is what they all do.
That
they dismiss you with these token words, but you can't do it to me. Ain't never did shit to me.
Being white has societal privileges that being black does not. But
we can talk about how that manifests, because that's
I'm also interested in what you just said now, is that you would stand next to anyone who has this. So, Mr. Shapiro, my question to you is, for Ms. Dunston, the tying the noose around the campus and writing messages, that target African American young students. Would you consider that hate speech, and then would you stand next to her and fight for her?
As I say, I would.
against that?
This is the first I'm hearing about it, honestly. But
Really?
Yeah. But from hearing about it, maybe it's local. I mean, I'm from LA. But in any case, I'm more than happy to stand
More than happy.
alongside her and fight whatever group is responsible for this. Not only more than happy. I mean, you're talking about the alt-right. Again, I was the #1 target of anti-Semitic harassment from the alt-right last year.
Thank you.
I'm more than happy to do all that. And I think there's one more distinction that has to be made. When we talk about cases like Taylor's, they're horrific, and the administration is siding with Taylor. The administration is doing the right thing by Taylor, or trying to do the right thing by Taylor, as they should be. And I think that we need to make a distinction between cases where the administration is actively participating in the suppression of speech and cases in which the administration is trying to do the right thing in order to punish people for application of crime.
When did you call him racist? Did I miss it? This got 16 million views.
Okay, let's say I'm just around this
Damn.
area. Level 50.
Well, because facts and logic, my son.
What level?
One more. And chat, WL, should we watch John Doyle afterwards? This is Ben Shapiro destroys Transformers with pro-abortion arguments. Oh, and pro-abortion arguments, my bad.
Say that.
Also, chat, every time you see this fucking bullshit on a YouTube video, know something is up. Do you know I got a strike on my channel. It got removed today because it was fucking bullshit. I got a strike for Covey, misinformation, horseshit. Horseshit. If you get a strike for misinformation, it's true. Whatever you said, whatever they took down for misinformation is true. Take that with a grain of salt, whatever the fuck white people say. And then 2, I got the second strike was nudity. And I was actually wearing a shirt in that stream. So before we get into this video, just realize that if they censor it, it's true.
Some people don't have privilege when you basically just said that trans people aren't valid. They're not a thing. They're just girls pretending to be boys or boys pretending to be girls.
Yeah, choker chain.
Okay. Oh, someone's excited. Okay.
Some dude to bet you for yeah.
But gender is a completely different thing.
No, gender is not disconnected from sex. So.
It's not. That's like some woke horse shit that everyone. Gender and sex is a concept. Shut
It's
up.
not completely disconnected, but it's still a cultural thing. It's still from society.
Okay.
It's still from society. They all sound exactly the fucking same, and I'm sick of it. So we need people like him, even though he's geeky. Like I understand, we need someone to have facts and logic. And I know Susan's watching right now. They just put a strike on my channel. Right now, you know, chat, there's some fucking blue-haired, lesbian YouTube employee watching my shit ready to find a reason to take my shit down. Right now, there's a YouTube employee watching this. But I'm gonna bob and weave all of it, bro. They keep trying. They took down my, bro, I wasn't able to stream for a week until I appealed it, and I just got my shit back for this stream. They're watching right now. What's up? Hey! How you doing with your blue hair and your choker chain? We ain't going nowhere! Stupid! Okay, sorry. Yeah. Oh, well, take your pills. Okay.
No, it is not in the mind, okay? You're not a man if you think you're a man. And I didn't say pretending, or if I did, I shouldn't have said pretending. Let me amend. Okay, I said a boy who thinks he's a girl. That's the usual
It is. It's playing pretend. You're playing dress up in real life.
phraseology I use. Not playing. I usually say a boy who thinks he's a girl or a girl who thinks he's a boy, which is technically what we're talking about here. As far as the actual psychological issues at play, it used to be called gender dysphoria or gender identity disorder. Now they call it gender dysphoria. The idea that
And there's even therapists. You guys should watch What is a Woman by Matt Walsh. I want to get Matt Walsh on my stream real bad. Right now they have therapists called gender affirming therapists. And the documentary points out how stupid that is. No therapist should be affirming. You're there to have a conversation, but they literally hire people to affirm your delusion. They encourage it. There's so many woke teachers now putting the flags all over their classroom, teaching their kids all this stuff like from 5 and 6 years old. I really recommend if you live in the West, homeschool your kids. Because these teachers are fucking idiots. The therapists are gender affirming. They're brainwashing people from a younger age. If you're a new parent, watch What is a Woman by Matt Walsh.
sex or gender are malleable is not true. Okay, and I'm not denying your humanity if you're a transgender person. I am saying that you are not the sex to which you claim to be. You're still a human being, and you're a human being with an issue that I wish you Godspeed in dealing with in whatever way you see fit. But if you are going to dictate to me that I'm supposed to pretend that men are women and women are men, no. My answer is no. I'm not going to modify basic biology.
I'm a cat. I identify as a cat. Meow. My pronouns are meow.
Because it threatens your subjective sense of what you are.
Okay, but you're still saying these kids should like not be accepted because they don't
Yep. You're delusional. Bully them.
really fit
Okay, in a video game.
in either place. They can't just like.
I'm saying that the Boy Scouts.
Damn it, Susan. In a video game. Susan. Suck my dick. In a video game, in GTA 5.
Have a standard. You must be a biological boy to be a Boy Scout. You have to be a boy to be a Boy Scout.
That's written though. Okay.
In the name Boy Scouts.
That's written though. Okay.
In the name Boy Scouts. Because
Ben Shapiro destroys with facts and logic.
because this is a very because for all of human history, boy meant boy and girl meant girl. Boy did not mean girl.
17 though, like people are very much into this culture.
And if I call you a moose, are you suddenly a moose? Okay, if I redefine our terms. No, yes, that's right. Men and women are a completely different thing. This is true. Have you ever met a man or a woman? They're completely different.
Completely different thing. You can't just say you're a cat. It's not a thing. It's genders. It's not saying you're.
Okay, why is that? I don't understand.
It's kind of the same thing as declaring that because you don't have a dick. It's male and female. If you don't have a dick, then you're a female. If you have a dick, you're a male. You don't just get to play pretend and play dress up, but they allow it. It's the same thing as just identifying as a cat. Exactly.
Why? Okay, let me ask you this. Okay, I won't ask you how old. I will ask you how old you are. Okay, because you're young enough that it's probably not insulting
Chad, how old she is? Did I say anything incriminating yet?
to ask you. So,
I'm 22, so I'm probably.
Nice. I wouldn't come in her glasses, and she doesn't have any. But yeah, the choker chain's a little much. But and you know, I don't even. Nah, she's mid.
Young and naive, right?
no. Why aren't you 60? Why aren't you 60?
Because it.
And why can't you identify as 60? What is the problem with you identifying as 60?
It's not the same as gender. You can't just.
You're right. Age is significantly less important than gender. You can't magically change your gender. You can't magically change your sex. You can't magically change your age.
You can still legally change it. People recognize.
You can't legally change your age, by the way.
Obviously, you can change your name, you can change your sex, you can change your identity.
Just because you can do things legally doesn't mean that they are correct.
The law is fucked up. The law, and that's why like we need people like that. The law is encouraging a lot of this delusion, and they want to do it to make us weaker. They want to make us make no sense. They want to destroy the population. They want the family to be crumbled. If people are going changing back and forth, and everybody's living in La La Land. It's purposeful. They're doing it to stifle you. It's just, you know, they're playing games. There's people at the top devising, how do we make them make no sense? How do we make these bots, how do we brainwash the bots? Gender dysphoria. They'll love that. Well, how do we enforce it? How do we get them all to believe it? Shame the people who disagree. They're misogynist.
Correct biologically. You could do lots of things in the past that were incorrect biologically and correct legally. For a long period of time in the United States, sterilization of the mentally ill took place. That didn't make it okay. Skinner versus Oklahoma. Justice Oliver Wendell Holmes wrote the decision.
Right. I still don't understand how you're accepting these children that are.
It's not a
Also, you could tell someone's ideology is just based off the fucking wings on her eyes. You know she thinks this is the choker chain. This is very 2016, 2017 feminist. What year is this? Hey, 2017. Yeah, I'm glad these choker chains went away. You look goofy.
matter of open-minded and accepting. I want them to get treatment that they see fit. That's not involving me. The idea
You know she's on Tumblr. You know she's a non-binary now.
behind the transgender movement as a civil rights movement is the idea that all of their problems would just go away if I would pretend that they were the sex to which they claim membership. That's nonsense. The transgender suicide rate is 40%. It is 40%.
Why do you think it's that high? Because what used to be gender dysphoria, what used to be like, oh shit, this person's dumb as a... You think you're a female? You're really dumb. Yo, we need to fix you. Come here. Come on. Wait, let's get you some pussy. You want to be a female? No. Get some pussy. You're not making any sense. Come on, come here. It's okay. It's okay, Timmy. Stop calling yourself Tamale. You make no sense. Come here. Let's play some. You need to get punched, something. But now we encourage it. It's encouraged, and now they're all depressed. The delete rate for these people is the highest among any other group of people. Why? Is it because of societal pressure, or maybe they just make no sense and they are not based in reality anymore? And who's encouraging this? They're signing it into law. The people at the top. They want you to be sad.
And according to the Anderson School at UCLA, it makes no difference. There's a study that came out last year. It makes no difference, virtually no difference, statistically speaking, as to whether people recognize you as a transgender person or not, which suggests there's a very high comorbidity between transgenderism, whatever that mental state may be, and suicidality. That has nothing to do with how society treats you.
Do you think it could be because of their bullied at school?
No, I don't think that. I do not think that the discrepancy. I do not think the discrepancy.
See, she says predictable stuff. Is it because they're being bullied? Maybe they're just being. That's why they're so sad. No. They live in La La Land, and it only lasts like a couple years of like, yeah, society, well, you need to accept me and my titties, and I look like Mr. Incredible with a wig on, and I'm a female. Even though I talk like this, I'm a female. They gotta live in that for a couple years, and it's like fun for them to just like make no sense. But after that fades, and then like Mike becoming Michelle, it becomes boring after a while. And then there's a whole subreddit of people you could find. I forgot what it's called. I think it's something like Transformer Regret, something like that. And you could see just like essays of all these people who were just like, oh, I miss my boobs. Oh, I miss my dick. I thought I was a girl, but I kind of want my dick back now. It's sad. It's funny. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Reading it, but it happens to pretty much all of them.
First of all, I'm against bullying of any sort, okay? The idea that somebody would beat somebody up is terrible, okay? As somebody who's viciously bullied in high school, I'm not a fan of bullying. But the idea that the normal suicide rate across the United States is 4%. The suicide rate in the transgender community is 40%. The idea
40%?
that 36% more transgender people are committing suicide because people are mean to them is ridiculous. It's not true, and it's not backed by any science that anyone can cite. It is pure conjecture. In fact, it's not even true that bullying causes suicide, according to a lot of studies.
Oh, it's called D-trans, chat.
For example, in the black community, where the idea is supposedly that America is a racist society, blacks are bullied a lot. Okay, in the black community has significantly lower suicide rates than in the white community. In fact, in third world countries, the suicide...
And you know what trans people usually look like, chat? I'm telling you, it's a lot of mid-white people who got nothing else for their personalities, and they just like, they got nothing going on, so they just choose that, for the most part. But there are, like, I'm seeing a lot more black transformers walking around, I ain't gonna lie, in the video game.
Suicide rate is significantly lower than in first world countries. Suicide actually seems to be a privilege of the upper classes, if you actually look at it from a financial perspective. So the idea that suicidality is directly a result of people like me saying, no, men are not women and women are not men, it's not true. It's also...
Do you think it doesn't impact their identity at all, or
their identity and their truth? Okay, look at r/dtrans. I want to go to the top real quick before you guys, your attention span goes away. Let me just find, oh my God. I'm becoming transphobic. I've always been super accepting and progressive of everything, but lately I've been cutting back more and more. My opinions became more conservative every day, and it's not exactly something I like.
Halfway.
I want to go back to being a carefree kid who doesn't give a shit if gay men are wearing butt plug tails in public, or if drag queens are reading to children in libraries. Ugh.
Wrong.
But now it's all disgusting to me. Yeah, wake up! I started socially transitioning at 11 and changing my appearance and everything, but never took my hormones or got surgery. I recently detransitioned, and I still have crippling dysphoria. Calling myself a girl doesn't feel natural, and I keep using the wrong pronouns on myself, but I don't want to transition, I just want to be normal. I don't see most trans people as the gender they want to be unless they pass 100%. All clocky trans women are Hans to me. All girly trans guys are pooners to me. I don't know what those words mean. I'm so negative about everything, and it makes me so sad, and I can't help it. It's all disgusting, and I don't believe in transgenderism anymore. Oh my God.
Bomboka!
My friends are super far left and would leave me if they ever knew how transphobic I am. I don't even, they're already super unsupportive of my transition and tell me I'm just internalizing. I want to delete. Bruh. Wow! And that got 700 upvotes, chat. Wait, let me read one more. This is disgusting. I'm absolutely appalled. People want to silence us and call us a hate sub. Of course they do. If they censor it, it's true. This is disgusting. I'm absolutely appalled. People want to silence calls a hate sub to push their agenda. There are no negatives to transitioning. D-trans is a hate sub. That's what I'm saying, bro. Woke people are fucking brainwashed, bro. Brainwashed. The trans community groomed me as a teen, but I made it out happy. I had to make a throwaway account sub for this. Obviously, that's to make a throwaway sub because I haven't told anyone about it. Until I discovered the subreddit, I didn't really think there was anyone I could share my story to. I hope you don't mind, but I need to get it off my chest. When I was a lonely 14, 15-year-old, I was groomed online by the trans community. One male to female person in particular had joined an internet community I was a part of. It was full of sexually confused young men like myself, and she took me under her wing. This is exactly what the teachers and the gender-affirming therapists do. They just like groom these confused teenagers. Yes, here's a community. Cut your dick off. Dye your hair blue. Get some earrings. Put on a choker chain. You'll be better. I'm a confirming therapist. I'm your teacher. Homeschool your kids now if you live in America, bro. Don't bring them to that liberal school. She asked me all sorts of questions and I like girly stuff. If I was attracted to men, if I knew how pretty I was, and the answers confirmed it for her. I was transgender. A teen! This is messed up! They're confusing the fuck out of these teens. Bro, these people, these fucking, like, I'm a therapist. They're demons. They're fucking up kids. They're giving them fucking pills. They're giving them hormones. And they're children. That's fucked up. She recently came out as trans herself, and she wanted to save younger people like me from getting too old and getting irreversible masculine features. What? Oh! Oh! I was a bitter young ASOS teenager. I read a lot of YA novels. I believe this world is a fuck. So she was like a hero to me. A hero! See, when you're a confused teenager, you think, oh, this person has all the answers. I'm gonna be fine. No! Demons! She told me to not trust therapists or doctors. What? Because there was a huge conspiracy to push down the trans community. Good. She made hormones sound like magic drugs. She made hormones sound like magic drugs.
Bumblecap.
No!
I don't like man.
That would make all my problems go away. Being antisocial, fat, low self-esteem. Look, it's an antisocial, lonely, mid-white teenager. She would always compliment my pictures based on how feminine they were, so I'd spend hours desperately trying to feminize my face before taking selfies. No! She invited me to a community made up of trans people who constantly affirm one another. People who quite, oh no! Today, I am a happy, healthy, confident 24-year-old gay man. A lot of these people just need to be gay. Just suck a dick. You don't need to change your gender. The process was long and hard, and certainly not a magical solution, but it was real. If you're struggling, questioning, afraid of detransition, you still have a lot of life left to live, whether you're playing with the idea of transitioning or have already gone through it. But it's too bad, chat, because taking those drugs can really mess you up too. And like you could detransition, but still you just altered your life forever by taking these hormones.
Depression and how they feel about themselves?
I think the idea that you're going to sacrifice the entire society's proper definition of sex because you think that there is in legal terms, somebody with an eggshell skull, meaning that somebody who has a pre-existing condition that makes them more susceptible to criticism, that is not a way to run a society. You can't sacrifice truth because some people are going to actually suffer because of the truth. Plus, there's no evidence whatsoever that the suicide rate would go down in the transgender community in any marked way if people just started pretending that men were women and women were.
It doesn't. It does not help them. Clearly, it doesn't help them, and that whole subreddit is a perfect example of that. Don't listen to these people, bro. They don't know that, bro. Oh, God.
Men.
And it's really the sad part is like this came out in 2017, and it's getting worse. You need to watch What is a Woman by Matt Walsh. You can find it online. It really just describes the shit perfectly, and it woke me up. Before I was like, well, you could have did it. No, these people are fucking delusional. Point blank period. I'm sorry.
We're trying that experiment now. We'll find out whether it works. So far, no evidence.
Have you talked to a group of trans people at all instead of this group of like white people?
I'm more than happy
Look at a white girl saying, these white people, shut up, whitey.
to talk to a group of any people who will have me, but usually they protest.
In a video game. Yeah, the people protest him. Like, woke people cannot handle the truth, and so what they do is they like, bro, Jordan Peterson, like, they like bang drums at his fucking speeches and stuff like that. Ben Shapiro gets attacked. They try to ban me. the truth is getting censored more and more, but I'm telling you, this shit is the truth, bro.
Okay, last question about your Planned Parenthood thing. So why do you think it's not about people in women's bodies and just about the separate life? Like, after the baby is born, how come when people don't care about them? They don't care where they end up in foster care, they don't care about the mother being poor? Like,
Okay, I do care about the mother being poor, I do care about foster care.
okay, but why don't you advocate for that, though? Because Planned Parenthood is supposed to prevent abortions.
Because, Planned Parenthood doesn't prevent abortions. They perform hundreds of thousands of abortions a year. They perform 300,000 abortions a year.
Obviously, I don't know what the hell this fucking Tumblr girl's talking about.
The leading abortion bill in the United States.
Evidence for that, though.
That they perform 300,000 abortions a year from Planned Parenthood. That's my evidence. They don't dispute that. No one disputes that.
Like birth control and cancer.
I'm not anti-birth control.
I know.
Birth control is extraordinarily cheap.
That provides affordable birth control, which would in turn.
Okay, they're not the only people in America who provide affordable birth control. You can go get a pack of condoms down at the local CVS for $12.
W. Ben Shapiro destroys woke Tumblr girl with facts and logic. Yeah, Ben Shapiro, I love you.
People need medication too.
Yes, and it's true that most forms of birth control are also extraordinarily cheap on an annualized basis, unless you have a severe problem. Most birth control is very cheap and readily available. And I'm not against people going and getting that from Planned Parenthood. As you may have noticed, I'm mostly against abortion. If you want to go to Planned Parenthood and get a contraceptive, go for it. I don't care. I do care when you start killing babies. This is a problem for me.
But what about in rape and incest situations?
Okay, so here's the question.
It's different, yes.
I mean, this is a long conversation. I'm enjoying it actually, which is why I'm allowing you to stay.
I'm allowing you, peasants.
The question of rape and incest, first of all, important to note, rape and incest are not only a vast minority of abortion cases, they're an extraordinarily low percentage of abortion cases. So if we can first stipulate that all the other abortions are bad, then we can talk about that other one. Can we do that? Are all the other abortions bad, or are those ones okay? And you're just using this as an excuse to make the other ones okay.
They make the same example when they talk about they, thems. They're like, well, what about intersex people? There's literally 2 intersex people in the world. Like people with the dick and a vagina. They need to have pronoun. Bro, you're just using that to justify your nonsense. Tumblr girl.
You're all okay.
Ah, good. Someone who's honest. So, who's the honest fellow? Who's okay? Yay, honest people. Good. I like the honesty. Okay, so all abortions are okay. So, oh, a sign that I can't read because it has lots of words on it. Okay, so I have one question for you and one question only on abortion. Does the vagina, the vaginal canal, magically confer personhood? Answer. Does the vagina magically confer personhood? Yeah, raised hands are okay. You, sir.
No, the first breath does.
The first breath confers personhood. Okay, so if the baby is in the womb and is exactly the same size and has not yet breathed, and you take a knife and you stab the baby in the head, a fully formed 9-month-old baby, it is not a human. The only thing that makes it a human is when it takes a breath. It has to independently breathe.
I mean,
Chad, are you pro-life or pro-choice? This is one thing that I'm shifting my opinion towards. I think I'm starting to become like, I think I'm starting to be pro-life. I think I become a pro-life. Except if I get a bitch pregnant, then you gotta delete that. Like, nah, I'm not ready. If I get a thought pregnant, nah, you gotta. Nah, but I know it's my responsibility. Fine, you gotta wrap it up. But yeah, I think I'm pro-life now.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna stick to it, yeah, because I'm also pro capital punishment and pro selective suicide. So I'm gonna stick with it.
Selective suicide? Yeah, I assume you mean elective suicide.
Wow, everybody here's pro-life. Everybody. Someone said pro-choice. Fuck them kids.
Elective suicide. Okay.
Yes, I'm not gonna make someone commit suicide.
Okay, that's good, because that wouldn't be suicide, that'd be homicide. That, by the way, I'm for capital punishment too, because people who kill people should be killed, but babies who have not killed people should not. And this is my basic position on abortion. So
I disagree. I don't like capital punishment. I don't want the government. Do you trust the government to decide capital punishment? No. Come on, Ben.
let me just, but I'll get your answer because you're the one who asked the question. Are you willing to stipulate that all the other abortions are bad?
Damn, the pro-lifers came out strong, yo. Where were y'all during the fucking protests in New York? Man, when the Supreme Court overturned that, oh my God, yo, the woke people came stomping and twerking all over the fucking city, yo. Where were y'all at? Where were y'all at? Yo, LGBTQ people, memorize all these names. Memorize all these names right here.
Just rape and incest bother you?
I mean, no, I believe a woman should have the right to move
Got
on.
it. So it's an excuse, right? So it's an excuse.
It's an excuse.
So that we can say that, so that we can take the marginal case and then say that the marginal case applies to all cases. Okay, that's again faulty thinking. But if you want me to answer specifically on rape and incest, here is my basic answer: rapists should be castrated or killed. You shouldn't kill babies. End of story.
But are they ever castrated and killed? Most rapists don't even get convicted.
I agree, and that's usually the left side of the aisle because the left side wants to let them out after 5 years in prison. I want them castrated or killed. I'm telling you.
That's crazy, bro. This dude wants 1300s punishments, bro. Castrated is cutting your balls off if you ain't know.
What my belief is. My belief is not public policy at the moment. But I think, would you agree with me on that one? Can we at least get a little agreement to finish this particular parlay? Okay. Should rapists be castrated or killed?
Go back on Tumblr, just get out of it.
Well, yes.
Okay, good. Yeah, okay, we agree. Thanks.
You are dream ten.
Okay, task applied.
It's a tough one, but maybe I've just been brainwashed by all the liberal shit that I've been like in New York. Probably just been brainwashed, but yeah, I think I'm pro-life now, man.
What's this?
Ben Shapiro just destroyed my logic with facts and with whatever the fuck.
That's it.
Your job?
Pass place.
All right, boy.
My God.
And you could see just like essays.
Okay, we watch this. Nah. H3H Ethan is utterly pathetic. H3 Ethan.
H3 who used to be funny. Look at him victimizing himself. This red pill freak threatened to kidnap Ela from H3 Productions. Look at him. Look at him. Pathetic. Pathetic.
Brother Tristan.
What's this?
Ha 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 ha.
Tristan. The guys who we talked about recently, they are, you know,
Human fecal matter.
they're red pillars. Cobra Taint has said that basically
He's not even funny. He's not even funny. Like, he used to be funny, man. It's just really disappointing to see how many of you chat used to watch him back in the day and laugh. Now, Cobra Taint, what a red pillar incel. Stupid. I'm fat and I don't go to the gym.
tricks girls into doing a webcam business for him, and he keeps the money. He was just arrested for human trafficking. The U.S.
Look at
Embassy.
him saying the same cancel culture bullshit that bitches say. You're not a man. You're not a man. You know that shit's fake. He's just echoing it because I'm threatened. I'm literally a victim. If you're a grown man victimizing yourself, you're such a bitch. And Ela, how are you still with him? You could really look him in the eye and respect him.
He reached out to him. He lives in
I think it's Romania.
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 Reached out to him, and they're like, "Yo, this guy is holding an American citizen hostage and making her do webcams." And he got raided by the police in Romania for human trafficking. And I guess he's out on bail.
Did you see who got him out? It's in the Discord.
Oh. Oh my God. So, like, yeah, this makes sense. This is who got him out. So this actually, you know.
No man should be advocating for cancel culture. He's on cancel culture's side. That's how much of a fucking bitch he is, bro. He's on their side.
Let's go.
That makes sense. My great client here, Cobra Taint, was charged with 2 counts of human trafficking. He has priors of human trafficking and SA. He was under the influence of 20 drugs. He actually killed 2 people while in drug-induced psychosis. And I'm happy to report here that my great client, Cobra Taint, got off with no jail time.
Let's go.
By the way, this guy's the best. I love this lawyer. I was giggling about it over the weekend and going back and watching it. Look at that. Can we? Are we trying to contact him, Ian?
We're on it. We're working on it.
Oh yeah, I want him. 0 jail time, baby. Let's go. Are you happy with the results, Cobra Taint? I am very happy with the results. I am going back to my.
His comedic level is just saying taint instead of Tate. That's all he's got. Like a fucking almost 50-year-old man has left. second grade level insults is the top of his comedic ability.
To my webcam dem. Damn.
Some bubbling water.
You're a pussy if you don't drink the bubbling
Can you imagine him even trying to say this to his face? Can you picture it?
water.
He said water. How did he say water? Though?
Water.
Water.
Anyway, here they are talking about.
Haha, TikTok jokes.
Yeah.
There's a guy with a really big podcast.
Elmer Fedla.
There's a guy with a really big podcast.
Okay.
Who actually genuinely spoke a ton of shit about me.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
go on.
Insulted me loads, saying like I'm an incel and I don't get pussy.
But you know who also got called an incel by Hasanabi? It's the same shit. H3 and H3 and Hasanabi are the same pussy men who side with women, who just become bitches, who are like a little bisexual, and embrace the fruity shit, and then they use the same insults. I'm not an incel. He's not an incel, but why do they call us that? Because that's all they got. Toxic, insecure, and gay.
Oh, that's the worst. That's not the worst thing I said about you, bro. I called you a human trafficker, okay? Saying you're an incel that doesn't get pussy is probably the lightest thing I said. And the fact that you perceive that as the biggest...
He thinks that's an insult. That's a genuine allegation, and he's using it as an insult. That's the level we're at with these fucking bitches, bro. Falsely accusing somebody of human trafficking is just a word you throw out.
Insult is fucking crazy. Holy shit, dude.
Jesus Christ.
This guy on the left said I don't get pussy.
Okay, show me.
No.
I'm married, bro. I'm not in the getting pussy game.
And you never will be again. Your wife's gonna leave you soon because she's gonna lose respect for you. She slowly is. Hila, come on. You respect this dude who thinks working out is a waste of your life? This dude's a bitch. She's gonna leave him, and then he's not gonna ever fuck again. He's probably gonna turn gay.
I have 2 kids. But, like, also, I don't care about, like, how much pussy I get. That doesn't define my worth as a person. I can't,
That's why you're so fat and ugly.
can't believe that's the thing he identified as the thing that...
You're the one who called him an incel. And now he's like, well, I can't believe you would say that. You said it first. Do you hear this shit? Grown-ass man with kids.
Insulted him the most. These men, he really measures his worth by how much pussy he gets, and that's so disturbing.
He sounds like a woman. It's so disturbing. A man would do that. That's so disturbing and problematic. Ew.
Oh my god. This man is literally a caveman. I think we found the missing link. Holy shit. Oh, you're not intimidated? And don't act like you're not intimidated by this stance, boy. You know I look good.
That's all he's got. Just make fun of yourself. Yeah, because you look pathetic, bro. That's his only level of humor. There's a podcast talking so slow. Speed up, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
No, Tristan, he actually was saying this guy doesn't know about girls. That guy.
That guy.
He looks like he tries to make best friends with kids at the park.
He definitely does. He drives a creepy, blacked out
you literally
van
kidnap kids at the
and has
park.
a
That's your
Pornhub.
fucking job.
I mean, it's interesting that you say
That's not funny. Like, that's just not true.
looking for kids at the park. You're literally a human trafficker.
Yes.
You're literally not. Look at them. Grown men doing cancel culture nonsense that little girls do. This is what girls on TikTok do to me. The same shit. 20-year-olds. But you literally calling my lawyer. I'm suing you. You're a grown man. You know that shit's not true. You're just using it as a weapon because you got nothing else.
You were just raided by the police for kidnapping people.
Wasn't she like 18 or 19 or something? Like,
I don't know.
Basically children.
Shut up! This guy's such a bitch too. 19 is not basically a child. It only is when you need it to be for your podcast. You fucking hypocrite. I don't know who that is. This guy's such a bitch too, bro.
But dude, why don't you talk about did you watch this whole thing, anyone? Did he talk about...
AB and Zach both.
Yeah.
Did he talk about getting raided?
No, not one. Not far.
That guy has nail polish on it. It's like they of course you do.
You're gonna call me out and ignore the fact you were just raided by the Romanian SWAT team.
Look how giddy you are that the police raided somebody falsely. Those cops ended up apologizing to Tate. He didn't. It was all bullshit. You know what happened? The girl lied because she showed up at the crib and her boyfriend got tight. And so she just made up some shit. Like they always do. They don't take accountability. They need to be the victims. I'm being trafficked. She showed up at the crib at a party and then got caught cheating. Whore.
Team for human trafficking, bro. No wonder he keeps saying that the worst thing I said about him is that he gets no pussy, because he doesn't want to mention the part that he's a fucking criminal. Yeah, you would ignore the other shit I was saying. Hey, bro, here's an idea. Get a shirt that fits you. Why you got the, you know what I'm saying?
Also, he needs a better microphone.
He needs a better microphone. You have nail polish on.
Same with Fresh and Fit. His audio is shit, dude.
Your Fresh and Fit's audio is shit. That's what they got. That's it. That's it.
There you have it. Zach has
probably the worst.
Haters, chat. These are haters. They're part of cancel culture. They're preying on your downfall. They want you to go to jail. They want you to get canceled. They want your podcast to be deleted off YouTube.
Do you concur, Dan?
I mean,
the worst thing he's ever done.
By far, yeah. But if you're doing a podcast, you better get your audio sorted. This is my favorite thing, maybe, that we've watched. And I love this shit. Oh my god. Go ahead, Cobra.
Subscription to skip the ads.
Extra premium.
Yeah, extra premium.
He looks like it's the kind of guy, I'll take you for ice cream. Don't tell your mom.
Yeah.
He's one of them.
Yeah, he is.
He supposedly has a big podcast. I had no idea who this guy was, right? So someone sent me this link. I looked it up. There's this heifer, this out-of-shape dude, and then there's some other really out-of-shape chick. And then I realized, obviously, they're just jealous because they're both obese.
No, here's the thing.
Wait, did he say? Wait, did he say there was a hot chick?
He said, I think
out of shape, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Defend him. Can I defend him for half a second? If I was him...
Wait, someone wanted to defend me?
Listen to it.
Listen.
I'd hate us too, or you. I don't know if he came at both of us or you. I don't watch his fucking channel. I don't watch fat dudes. Why the fuck would I listen to him?
I don't watch fat dudes. I don't watch fat dudes. I don't fuck with them fat dudes.
What's funny about that? Say something funny about that, Ethan.
Bruv. I tell you what, Kung Fu Panda, I don't fuck with that fat Jack Black.
Nice. Nice one.
Will Ferrell, a little bit overweight. Don't watch his movies.
This podcast is so boring and so quiet. At least those fat actors you brought up are entertaining. This is a podcast where you're supposed to be speaking fast and you're just sitting here waiting for your fucking producers to laugh at your stupid jokes. You're not even good at a podcast. All you gotta do is talk. It's so slow. Like, who's listening to this?
Really bright, man. Really bright.
I hate you. Of course he does. Of course he does. Don't get mad at the dude. He's fat. He's short. He's clearly lonely. He's wearing fucking baggy ass shorts. Was he American? He looks fucking amazing. He dresses American. Yeah, I'm in my tailored $10,000 suits without a geeky hat on. I haven't got a pedo mustache. I got all the women. I got money. I got the Bugatti. I got the jet.
It's true, but no.
Of course he hates us.
Of course, but it's just an amazing lack of self-awareness for somebody like that. It's actually almost an impressive lack.
Yo, chat. Honestly, though, like, not picking sides on Tate or them. Is H3H3 supposed to be a comedy podcast? I don't know what else, if it's supposed to be political or something. Is H3H3 funny? W or L?
Are you guys going to mention you got raided by the SWAT team for human trafficking? Or
say that again.
You're just going to ignore that part? He's fat. Dude, what the fuck? They never mentioned that shit, bro. Y'all need to mention that before you talk about me.
I just love the fact that they have to bring up their self-worth because they're so insecure about themselves.
Yeah.
I have a $10,000 suit. I'm 6'4", weighing so-and-so.
I have a jet and a Bugatti.
Look at all those L's. Ethan, I hope you see this. You're pathetic, man. You used to be funny. To some degree. Just go put on some weed clothes and do Vape Nation. Your podcast sucks.
It's like, cool, dude. Good for you.
In all honesty, their insecurity is scary. Like, I've heard
terrifying
stuff about them in the past, like trying to dox people. I don't know if it's legit or
Well,
not. But
everyone knows where I live.
Definitely.
I'm glad they live in Romania.
Yeah.
It's just so low energy. There's 4 guys in a room. Have you ever heard such a low energy podcast? It's just like, I could hear the air vents. It's just, yeah, this is so insecure. They're the human traffickers. They called me fat. I'm wearing nail polish. I'm wearing a bucket hat.
I am no beast of burden.
Yeah, it's just like so scary. That's it. It's the most low energy. Who's this for?
You know? But they're obviously very bad dudes. They literally kidnap people. They're criminals.
You know what that silence in the room is? Reality. They know they're all bitches. They know they're all wrong, and it's them. The silence is them trying to like get a little bit of self-esteem, even though deep down they know they're wrong.
So, you know, whatever.
God, like it's just blah. Yeah, whatever. Look at his eyes. Are you really? The truth prevails. You know you're wrong. Thanks for the 5. It was the girl's boyfriend that called the embassy on Tate and Ted. Oh, okay, it was the boyfriend. All right. So that girl wasn't at fault, but she was cheating on him.
It is kind of, it's fun too, because like, not that he even has a point with this or that it matters, but if they actually knew anything about you, I mean, you are also very wealthy.
Can you imagine listening to this bullshit in the car? Like, when would you play this podcast? It's just, when would you? It's okay. Scary. Yeah, it's just like, yeah, this is so dumb.
Listen to it if you hate.
If podcasts are supposed to be energetic, entertaining conversation, they're bringing nothing but complaints.
You live in Los Angeles. They live in Romania.
Just whining.
No offense to our Romanian fans, but like,
no, it's a little.
Los Angeles rich
more...
versus Romanian rich. There is a difference there.
Yeah, and people who only admire money saying you have a creepy black van. Bitch, that's a Rolls Royce.
it is a Rolls Royce.
Guys, thanks for the 5. Opening the stream was the best thing I did this year. I need the reminder to stop being a bitch. Coming from like a YouTuber, like I really haven't had a hard life. I've had it pretty easy. My life has been pretty good for the most part. I haven't had like trauma. I'm doing okay. And even me, like I'm a YouTuber. My life is easy. I just talk to a camera. And that's how much bitch mentality is going on in Gen Z. That you need me to help you about that.
Oh, I'm not
that that makes you better than them
right.
or anybody, but it's ironic that they're bringing that up. You know, they probably don't know anything about you, so.
No, I'm
okay. Now they're flexing about money, but they were just like getting mad about the suit thing.
not poor, and obviously I don't take offense to that. I think it's funny. Also, what's interesting about my money is that I made it by not human trafficking people, so
right.
That's a bonus for me, I think.
Very, very good bonus.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, and I do complain and whine a lot. He said the human traffic thing for the 8th time. I do, but at least I got a little like, like a little something, right? A little something to it. It's just this is their complaining and whine. Yeah, at least I'm not a human trafficker. Yeah, I'm married. I don't need to get pussy. I'm wearing nail polish. That's a little different. Am I complaining and whining? It's like, yeah, woo, something.
Like it's all on the books. I've paid taxes on everything. I didn't kidnap anyone and force them into doing webcams, stuff like that.
Person.
So
such a good person. Yeah, you didn't. Shut the.
It's good money. It's clean money.
Oh yeah, clean money. You falsely accusing people of like serious allegation is clean money. What a fucking delusional cunt.
But I don't have a Bugatti. Yo, so I think that what they're trying to say when they say I look like I'd be at a playground, they're trying to say stay off our turf. We don't need no competition around here. We recruit young. They say with models and baseball, they try to find them young.
Chat, WRL on this joke. WRL on this photo. Is this funny to you?
I am no.
Hey, but thanks for the 5. They're coping so hard, man. Yeah, someone took the time of the day to Photoshop this for like 5 seconds at a slow ass podcast. Anyone find this funny? There's people, the producers with the nail polish and chuckling. Are you?
Yeah. Well, there you have it. Stay off our turf, buddy.
Get off a slide, man. You can't go on it.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Worst podcast I've ever heard, bro. How does he have a platform? It's just, you're supposed to be fucking... Yeah. That's awesome. The amount of confidence to turn a camera and a mic on and just, yeah. Pick my ear.
Love it.
Love it.
Lack of self-awareness. For someone like that, to look at someone like me, who's as accomplished as I am, with every genetic gift God can possibly bestow.
Except intelligence. I mean, except rational thought. Except any moral compass, which is important, by the way, to live in society.
Your moral compass is falsely accusing other men and being happy when the police bring you to jail for no reason. That's your moral compass.
Have some morals.
Celebrating people's downfalls because they intimidate you.
This is God's chosen champion. Except fucking hair on your head. Sorry, but just saying.
Oh, now you're gonna fucking body shame Now you gonna body shame Ethan? Look at you. Look at you.
I mean, hairline check, you know. Just saying.
Just saying.
He said got every genetic, you know, just saying.
Okay, I know. This guy he doesn't get women.
Like, I don't know if he's just deluded. Like,
Did I even ever say they don't get women? Why did they even identify that as a...
I could see you having said that.
Yeah.
I'd have to go back and watch, but...
At least the producer is saying, like, oh yeah, you know, Ethan, you actually get a little bit full of shit.
I mean, of course they have sex. Who cares, though? You know?
You apparently, because you're talking about it.
I mean...
Especially if it's like with...
Chad, should I just skip? I know you're bored. These guys all look pathetic, and the producer's starting to see the truth. Like, he's like, yeah, you know what? I can see you're actually full of shit.
Caleb Peterson.
I have relationships with women.
I wonder if they did eat like a steak, like Lady and the Tramp, where you meet in the middle. Eating a raw
big
meat.
ass fucking T-bone.
It's actually an incredible, it's actually almost an impressive level of delusion.
Yeah, well, let me ask a question. Let me ask a question to people like him who will say shit like that about people like us. Men complain all the time, oh, women just like guys with money. Women only like guys who are 6 foot plus. Women only like guys who blah, blah, blah. Everything you guys complain about women only like describes me. So if...
I never said any of those things, bro. I'm married.
Not for long. Not for long. I know women, and I know Hila's slowly losing respect for him, and there's no way Ethan can still fuck her, bro. There's no way. What position do they do? What? You think he can really dominate her? You think he can really say, yeah, open your mouth? This guy has no balls left. Hila needs to get fucked eventually. It is what it is. I'm not threatening to take her or anything. I'm just saying I understand women. She's gonna leave him. She has to. She's better looking than him. This guy's a fucking bitch, bro.
I never complain. I have
no idea what they're talking about.
I never complain about any of that stuff, bro. I really don't care.
For now.
I mean, that's
Because you're not a high value male.
He makes it sound like I was like, it's not fair. I don't get any pussy, and these tall guys are fucking all the bitches, and I'm just so bitterly married for 10 years with 2 kids, while these guys get all the pussy.
If the women aren't fucking me, who are they fucking? You? The short, poor guys? Oh, women only like money. Women only date you if you're 6 foot tall. Oh, the Tates don't get laid.
Sorry?
I'm short and poor.
I'm just disappointed, man, because I used to look up to H3H. He used to be one of those, like, yo, this is one of the cool YouTubers. And just, like, something happened. I guess he went on Twitter too much, and the brainwashing got to him. The programming got to him. Chat, I'm going to go bring it back to the same shit. How many booster shots do you think Ethan got? Let me know. I think he got all of them. I think you know what he votes for, and I think you know his stance on abortion. I'm just saying, like, yes, you might think that voting matters and everything, but you can tell what the fuck he votes for. You could tell what he believes, and you already know his stance on this, just from the way he talks. Why? It's programming. It's what you're supposed to believe.
Don't expect them to watch the whole podcast.
Short and poor, baby. That's me.
Yep.
How the fuck do you connect those two things and make them make sense? I'm 6 foot fucking 4, 110 kilograms. I got my fucking muscles. I got my cars. I got my big ass house. I got the jacuzzi. Would you like to come on a date and drink some champagne, sit in the jacuzzi with me? No, I want to date the fat guy with a podcast who's short.
You know what? I'm actually sure that a lot of women would prefer to date me. I'm not saying that as a flex, just because you're like.
Yo, 8% of women watching this. Would you prefer to date Ethan or Tate? Like, no dick riding shit. Just honestly, I need to get this guy off this fucking pedestal. No woman prefers you. None.
Okay, SAS2 is like creepy and violent and. I'm not saying that as a flex, just because you're like a SAS2 is like creepy and violent and scary and like unhinged lunatic, and obviously not a good partner. And so, like, yeah, there are different kinds of women in the world, and the one that I would pursue is one like Hila, who is looking for someone with substance and stability. And
substance? What substance? 8% of women watching this. What substance does fucking Ethan Klein have? What? Complaining? Canceling? Crying? Mental health and fucking right opinions?
And levity and a sense of humor and stuff like that. And that's the kind of woman that I would want to date and be with anyway. So it's just find it, like, this is where these guys, they put everyone in these holes. Like, they say all men are the same, all women are the same, and I just don't know how you go through your life living like so simplistic.
Because women and men naturally, there are generalizations you can make. All the women, like he got nothing. I wouldn't date Ethan. Someone said neither. But none of these bitches said Ethan because it's predictable. Men and women, you can make obvious generalizations because of evolution, because of biology. It's not that hard. None of the women would... Because look at you, Ethan. Come on. You're sad. You're pathetic.
Oak in the north.
Simplistically like that.
They succeed in making our lives.
But it really, you know, it's interesting because these guys could do coaching, and it really shows you what they think about the people that pay them for advice. Because they go, "You're short, you're fat, you're pathetic, you don't have what I have." So, like, what are you doing bothering taking people's money and coaching them if they're not 6'4" and rich? Because apparently, if you're just fat, you shouldn't even exist.
Because people want to improve. Like, male nature is needing to improve, wanting to get rich, wanting to get in physical shape that's better than you. And you don't. You gave up. You have a wife that doesn't fuck you. You never want to get fucking in shape. You think that working out is a waste of time. You don't want to prove. You gave up on life. You gave your balls away. You gave up on your manhood.
Maybe that's...
Look at that silence in the air. This is a podcast. You could just hear the AC. It's just nothing. His face, it's the slow realization that you're full of shit and your neck beard is sticking out. Listen to the silence, bro.
You shouldn't even exist.
Maybe that...
That's sad. That's just the sound of pathetic nature.
He's like, here's the, how tall are you? Here's a questionnaire. We'll start with the questionnaire. Under 6 foot? Yeah, just kill yourself. This
No, get the remember we looked the leg lengthening surgery?
Oh.
Where they like break your legs and then you spend 3 years healing to gain like 2 inches?
You can add like 4 inches. No, you can get bigger than that.
Oh, so maybe that's the advice.
I'm gonna get that surgery and come step to them. What's up? What's up now?
Who are they fucking?
So I have genuinely not watched the episode.
Even the producers are laughing at them.
All I know is he was insulting me. I actually tried to watch the episode to do like an important
of
but bro, you know what the worst thing about him? The worst thing about him is not only is he a mouth breather, because he's really overweight. But worse is he's not even intelligent, he's not compendious, he can't even do as we do. He can't even speak quick.
His brain is slow. He's talking so goddamn slow. Half of this video is just fucking AC noise.
So he's one of those guys who does a podcast is like, hey, yeah, so
that's awesome.
This guy's got a YouTube channel.
I don't want to do.
That's a spot on impression. I got it.
That's stupid, bro. Even the producers are flipping, bro. Those producers are about to be in the fucking Hustlers Academy.
I don't want to do this, but can you just do me a favor and how many views does this one have? Because they're master podcasters, right? So they should be doing pretty good. As opposed to me, who is a poor...
Uh-oh. Now you're going to bring up the views? What happened? Yo, chat, what did Tate just have an Aiden Ross stream? Like 200,000 people in that live?
Triple talker, a slow talker, a mouth breather, all that.
PB just donated 5. Wait a minute, why are you pressed about this again? Because I bought H3's merch back in the day. If you watch my video 20 years old, a lot of people like that call that video one of my best. I'm wearing the tie-dye merch. I used to be a big fan of this fucking pussy. I used to love his videos. That ass used to be one of my favorites. And to see him flip into a bot, this is what happens, bro. You start believing the bot shit too much and you become a fucking pathetic, failed, washed up YouTuber like him. Look at him, man. You're sad. You went out sad.
And before the light leaves Creighton.
Let's check their views here. Oh, wait, Tate's live chatting?
No, this is from the video we were just reacting to. This was his live chat.
You laughing like the penguin from Batman, bro. You fell off. You fell off, Ethan. This podcast is done.
This is the best comment from his live chat. Look, he has Tourette's laughing face like, what a fucking loser. He's a loser. He was born with Tourette's. Wah! He is Jew. He is a Jew and pro-Israel. I'm not pro-Israel. Where's that come from?
I mean, the Jew part is probably the more telling
right
element of that comment.
That producer's flipping, bro. That producer, remember when you called 18 and 19-year-old women children? Now you flip into the good side.
I get the feeling these guys
what they're getting at there, yeah. This is quite the insult.
He uses his brain to pay for Big Macs. That's why it's so slow.
What the fuck?
Epic own right there.
The dead air. That impression was so spot on. This is the lowest end.
It's almost it's nonsense.
It's just.
It really doesn't make sense at
It
all.
doesn't make any sense.
Kenny B, another comment. Pull that one up, Dan.
Sure.
Is there anybody from the chat who listened to this podcast? I don't understand what the demographic is. 1.62 million subs. Okay, at least the comments are all on his fucking ass, bro. Dude got roasted hard. It's crazy to see all these kids that used to watch Ethan grew up and realize he's just a creep bum. Yes, that's me. I'm disappointed, Ethan. This is coming from a fan. This is coming from a former fan. It sucks to see it. It's sad to see it. You were one of the GOATs. You were. We used to quote your stuff in middle school.
And you know it's gonna be fire
Remember chat, Babe Nation, Babe Nation. He was funny, man.
when you got an anime profile.
He says that guy makes his staff wear masks while they film their podcasts as well. I mean,
Nina said I tried to listen to his podcast. It's also brain dead. 30-year-old white women. I listen to both. Okay, it's only girls who said that they listen to H3. Is there any dudes? I just see women profile pictures.
We did for like a week when we had a COVID scare. That seems reasonable.
Yeah.
What was that? What did he say?
We did for like
film their podcast.
The guy makes his staff wear all masks when they film. That's brazy. The staff wore masks inside. This is what I'm saying about the bot brainwashing shit. I told you. These people all believe the same thing. And I can't bring the articles of statistic. Destiny, he got the votes. He won that debate, for sure. But I'm trying to point out the bot mentality. Why are these people wearing masks in a podcast? It's performative. They're on camera. They want to look right. People want to look morally right. They all got the booster. They got 17 booster shots, bro. It's predictable. I don't even know, but you know. But you know.
We had a COVID scare. That seems reasonable.
Yeah.
And like at the height of the lockdown.
When it was basically, when all businesses were shut down, but we had an exemption for being entertainment. Yo, this dude doesn't even drink sparkling water, bro.
Water. Sparkling water.
Gosh. That one baffled. It still baffles me.
His viewers will agree.
Oh, wait. Can you find their views? Because I did want to do that.
Look at him bringing up the views, bro. That's sad. That's your argument. Views and balding. You're fat and get no views, bro. Tate just had what was it? 200,000 live viewers on Aiden Ross. Sucks to suck. Ethan, you went out bad. You went out bad. None of your arguments are valid. He beat the sex trafficking allegations. You fell off. He's getting more views. And you're still fat.
He did.
73K, sir.
This podcast has 73K views.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I have to admit, that's more than I thought they would be having.
I would have thought like 12K.
Yeah. That's more than I expected, but I don't
TikTok jokes. You're 40.
know if I need to pull up my podcast because I'm just going to say this. Clearly people like listening to me talk.
Oh, yeah? Chat, you like listening to him talk? You like this?
More than you guys.
One more time. One more time. You hear this bullshit? Ethan, bro, you sound so dumb. You sound so dumb.
I'm just going to say this. Clearly people like listening to me talk more than you guys.
Ethan, I hope you see this. I hope you see this, Ethan. You went out bad, bro. You went out bad, bro. And you go play the applause sound effect afterwards. You went out sad, son.
Just saying.
Goofy.
The numbers don't lie, boys.
Just saying.
And I'm not here to toot my own horn, but come on now.
You're not here to toot your own horn. Ethan's got to react to this now, son.
Just saying.
Somebody said real cute toy podcast. Wasn't it? Wasn't that what Kavanaugh said about you?
Yeah, that's what I just said. He said, when he sent his threatening Instagram message to me, he said, I don't know what you think you're doing with your toy podcast, but you're messing with real things here and has real consequences.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so here's the expectation of what Cobra Taint does, and here's the reality. He's actually on the school bus.
Oh, no.
He like I said, he grooms, he gets them young.
Anybody who thinks he's funny is a girl or a bitch. I mean, you're just bitches. Like, there's no man, in my opinion, there's no man that could find this funny. But, haha, TikTok jokes. If it's just not my sense of humor.
and just like a model scout, for his webcam thing.
The type of person who watches that kind of guy for entertainment is that kind of guy.
His brain is so slow. He can't even speak quickly. And I'm trying
What are you talking about?
The producers are laughing because it's true. This is the slowest podcast I've ever heard.
I got stuff to do, right?
What? I honestly can't even say anything. They're just shouting, blah, blah, blah. He's poor. He's fat.
Deflect.
He can't talk fast. Since when is talking fast?
It's a podcast. You're supposed to be talking, and I'm hearing your AC in your fucking mouth breathe.
An favorable attribute. Talking fast? I never heard that.
It can be contextually, but it's not.
This guy's flipping, bro. He's switching sides slowly. He started, Tate's kind of got some points.
Inherently.
Talk fast? You putting that on your resume or something?
I talk real fast.
a fast guy. If I sit down, I want to. Okay, tell me.
I mean, I didn't do a line before my show like you guys clearly did.
Shut up. He's got nothing. Oh, I don't do. Who thinks that's funny? Yeah, I clearly don't do cocaine. 45-year-old man saying nothing. Look at him sweating, grabbing his fucking bucket hat, realizing they got a point.
He doesn't speak particularly fast either.
He just is loud.
He seems to be speaking at a fairly regular pace, I would say.
We gotta remember
And look how you're. You seem to be speaking.
this is the guy that doesn't have time to cook. Said cooking's for poor people.
Right.
He's always on the
Or
move.
rich people, actually.
Rich
Cooking's for morons and rich people. Because they have the time.
Let's. Yeah, I don't do a line before I
go.
I mean, people that shout like this, I think, are insecure in what they're saying, so they shout to make it seem more.
Okay, shut up, brother. I don't want him as my brother. This is everything for the game today. Been streaming for an hour and 6 minutes. Yeah, we could watch the end of the H3 Ethan Klein is utterly pathetic. I actually agree, so I don't feel the point in actually continuing this shit. So, guys, see ya, enjoy your life, and don't listen to idiots.